crying out, yo.
Damn, I could've swore I just closed my eyes.
Just closed them.
And now I'm waking up to another news story on the rise.
Wow.
All of this hate in another state, another school shooting. And of course Donald Trump is tweeting something fucking stupid. And I don't really expect it to be anything other than that. But this world's getting hotter than hell, we breaking the thermostats. And maybe that's the saddest part, that I don't expect anything better. Or maybe what gets to me the most is my son has to be the successor. Of all the bullshit in the world, this is what weighs on my mind on the daily. How do I prep him for a world already taken over by Hades? We live in a place where most don't even care about their next door neighbor.
Yeah.
A place that sacrificed themselves worse than Christ the Savior.
Damn.
Look, don't get it twisted, I'm not sitting here trying to preach. I just feel like maybe I should exercise my freedom of speech. We're literally living on a planet full of people who would rather text, who all have the ability to help the dude sitting right next to them, but they're too busy taking the selfie or shooting their next video.
Wow.
There's no chance to see the pain that guy's in, not out of their peripheral vision. And the lack of decision done caused a division that starts the ignition, a course of collision. And now you can see that dude on television. Damn, you won't believe that's the guy that shot up the school. How in the world could he do something so cruel? Maybe if we opened ourselves up to each other a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
Or maybe if you had taken just a second to listen to his story. Man, we gotta do better as a collective
society.
instead of ignoring those crying for help and pointing fingers defiantly. I can't imagine what 7 billion people are going through individually, but most are staring through the phones and just living artificially. The one thing that matters the most in the world is the kids. They are the future.
They are the future.
They're gonna be the next artists, musicians, firefighters, and troopers. But they're also gonna be the next victims of brutality and abusers.
Damn.
They'll get bruises all over the body and their hearts will get wounded. I just feel like when we're kids, we're just happy to be alive and breathing. Then we grow up, and from that point on, we spend most of our time disbelieving. We're so critical,
Yeah.
logistical, invisible, and political, that we can't see the world for what it is, and that's a mystical miracle. That's unequivocal. My thoughts, I promise you, they are not whimsical, but how do we help those that don't want to be helped because they rather be cynical?
So cynical.
I gotta be lyrical. I'm not gonna just sit back, that'd be pitiful. I have hit the pinnacle of everything up until this point.
It's almost biblical.
But we're too busy taking our selfies and shooting our next videos that we don't get a chance to see the pain those kids are in, not out of our peripheral vision. And a lack of decision to cause a division that starts the ignition, a course of collision. And now we're gonna see those kids on television. Damn, you won't believe those are the kids that'll shoot up our schools. How in the world could they do something so cruel?
You know.
Maybe if we opened ourselves up to each other a little bit more. Or maybe if we had taken just a second to listen to their stories. Dear world, we gotta stop the cycle of the kids being recycled. Let's be part of the reprisal. It's time for revival. No more time for denial. It's time for my arrival. You ready for this shit?
I'm getting wicked, permitted to be acquitted. Check the amount of my depicted restrictions as I predicted.
Damn.
I get lit, setting fire to liquid, and then burning other seas cause the heat transmitted. I'm getting pissed, they're gritting my teeth and ripping through the crowds of those that have rap counterfeited. You never get a whack mumble rap from me. Listen, insult to Pac, Ice Cube, and E. I'm not a hobbyist, is that not obvious? Forget my tardiness, you will acknowledge I bring the smoke. I have invoked the beast inside me you provoked.
Damn.
We got kids that need us daily. We got the power, let them know it's okay to be different. No matter what, you're significant. No matter what, you're magnificent. Even if you're an immigrant, being hated on and falsely imprisoned, being treated like a motherfucking excrement. I gotta tell you what I'm saying is legitimate. Even if we have to sprain all our ligaments, gotta jump over these hurdles and incidents. Look, bruh, this ain't a coincidence that I'm speaking of a vigilant. Gotta let the world know about it. I'll be wearing these words like it's an outfit. I'll be damned if I begin to be doubted. Your mind is only clouded, a crowd of being surrounded. Not gonna sit back and back, you got a plan of attack, and it starts to be saying something. We gotta give